who are on a rampage today. Vertigo was a 16-3 scoreline, and this is now ViCi Gaming's map choice. See if they can push it over the line and put TYLOO on the back foot.
Yep. You have TYLOO starting out on that CT side, still favoured in the GG bet odds. We are one apiece in this series into a 3-mapper. Inferno, Mirage, and Train await us. But we have to get through the first of those 3. TYLOO 5 armors. There's going to be a fight here in carpets pretty quickly.
I wonder if ViCi are expecting this. This is definitely not your standard setup, and Soaking certainly caught off guard by that. Attacker starts well in the map. Dan King does too. And TYLOO back again. Never count them out. Kaze does trade one down, but he's going to need to do far better than that because there's still 4 players alive.
Trying to complete a 2-on-4 now. Still some good utility here for Advent. Let's see if he can set up Kaze for some frags. Sending him out dig for the time being. Nothing obtained except for a USP, which might help with some of these duels. Now, ViCi walked back towards middle. Contact onto somebody. Oh, he's on the off angle. See if Advent's going to check.
Oh, solid timing on the peak, but somebody has to fall back for now. This is looking pretty good for TYLOO to kick things off. Advent falling Kaze. There's the first. Hands on the USP as well, so 1 taps for the headshots are looking like a situation. And with 30 seconds, Kaze, if he goes towards the B site, might be able to make it work, except slowly still there and waiting.
Oh, if he gets the timing here, though, onto Summer, jumps up on top of the scooter. Doesn't seem to be prepared for the possibility, though, that he is in Graveyard. He's checking the entire site, but hasn't checked Graveyard. So, fairly long-winded end to the pistol, but TYLOO do pick it up.
Here's my question for ViCi Gaming. We've seen them have a absolutely massive CT side on this map and a couple of good T sides on other maps. But here is where, against TYLOO, they need to have a really, really good start on this T side. They're actually going to force up into this one. So taking a bit of a risk already. P250s, Tech 9s, and a Deeg for Jam Young. See what kind of strat they're going to go for early on here. Mostly grouped up in toward carpet, so this might indicate a bit of a lean toward going for a carps bus after initial contacts made in the round.
Just patience for now until that one happens. ViCi hoping that, you know, somebody doing what somebody is known for and pushing down Banana, but it seems like the discipline is here for now. TYLOO realised that they don't want to let ViCi get too many rounds, too many maps on the board before the reality is that they're back in the game. Good timing on that smoke as well, but here comes somebody, look, going straight down Banana. And the trap has been set, but it's a matter of how much more time ViCi wait before making their move now.
Still sitting at T stairs, 50 seconds. Jam Young's been lost. Summer's pushed down carpets. So now ViCi, they have to go and clear some of these angles, make some moves in toward the map. Somebody, they know he's deep in toward Banana. He's going to refresh that smoke. Oh, there's no push here for ViCi Gaming. There's the flash over.
Yeah, somebody hides inside the smoke, and he actually does line Soaking and Advent up before Kaze taps him in the head with that P250. TYLOO, if Attacker makes a mistake here, he could well fall, but he won't. Orman tries to challenge. And again, it'll be Kaze, who actually just looks to be quite happy to save this M4, plus the full belt of utility.
About the best they can get out of that round. Kind of curious, they really just sat around for 50 seconds to a minute, not really doing a whole lot of anything, allowing TYLOO to push both of the extremities simultaneously. All the way down Carp, all the way down Nana. ViCi Gaming do nothing to stop it.
Let's see if they can find an answer early, because Kase's still managed to keep this M4 alive. Let's see if there's anything that ViCi can do to maybe have an impact in the round. Chip away at TYLOO's economy. Could be a good initial strat here, but it depends on where they're going to try to do that. Looks like it could be a bit more presence towards Banana. You got Orman ready for a mid push as he goes the safe way into the tunnels. But again, Dan King looks like he's just going to go for an aggressive push straight through apps into second. He goes as ViCi Grouping up at Banana.
Yeah, flash onto the line. They push somebody back. What a nade.
Oh, yeah.
So much damage. Those are the HE grenades that you just live for.
You dream about.
Absolutely beautiful. ViCi now walking up towards top Banana. Kaze's still got a bit of utility and an M4. He can chuck a bit of util and get his teammates in there to run distraction, but instead he just dry peeks into attacker, which doesn't work out for the best of us usually. And seems like that's going to be that. Jamyoung, sharp as ever today. Does get 2 kills towards the tail end of that round, but all things considered, a shutdown on ViCi Gaming for the time being. TYLOO off to a 3-0 start with a bit of cash in the bank. And ViCi eyeing down their first gun round here.
Look at that Chook just minding his own business. Getting ready for the round as well. TYLOO, though, off to a way more solid beginning. And with 3 rounds, they've managed to get just the same amount of rounds as they did on Vertigo. So let's see if they can get a few more here. Got the momentum on their side. ViCi, however, going to be sending it straight up second. As TYLOO look to hold bracket this time. No apps presence. ViCi are going to be the ones doing that instead.
Yeah. TYLOO down Nana again. This is something that TYLOO have really struggled to do recently, is take that banana control and enable somebody to get in these prime positions. But so far this game, TYLOO have been fantastic at taking that control. ViCi not contesting, looking to make a push toward bracket, toward attacker.
It's a matter of time. Smoke to Archers. And it's just the dig players that need to worry about attacker under dig, and that is perfect. 2 for him already. As ViCi don't trade that one through.
Gets away with it too. Doesn't need to contest anymore. Starts to fall back from dig as TYLOO dig their heels into this A site.
Full control of bracket now. Sama looking to deny the push as Jamyoung wants to have some impact, but it's Dan King to deny it. And there's 2v4 over on the A site. Just nothing's working out. Slowly as well into Orman, who's gone for an aggressive play through the smoke as Kaze can be left in that 1v5, and TYLOO get away with the perfect round. No casualties. And they've still got half the utility remaining too.
Certainly a bit of a change-up from what we saw on Vertigo. Attacker being a key proponent of that. He really did go missing in the first map, but had a bit of a chat with himself in the mirror during that halftime. He's looked at himself and said, listen, mate, you need to play better. And so far he is.
Is that where you go when you say, hey, I'll be right back?
Yep.
Okay.
Cast better.
Not the only thing I say to myself in the mirror, but...
Tank harder. Or Jets, if you, Mitch, you missed the message.
don't want to
I
bring
don't
up
want to talk about it.
You don't talk about
bad memories.
It's Rory's birthday, man. Never going to let you live that down.
Okay.
There's even a sticker here that says, I heart Jets. What a kick in the teeth that is.
He's not even joking. That's the first part. All right. ViCi going to go for a bit of a half bite. Try and get something working for him because TYLOO's been shutting them down right and left. They've started to build up that economy now. Smoke to the top of the half wall for ViCi Gaming, trying to keep TYLOO at least contained to the top of Banana. Keep it at arm's length a little bit, at least for the time being, while they try to move through other parts of the map. New members in toward Carps. Maybe go for a mid-round Carp bust with those chimney flashes. That always goes all right with pistols. What do you reckon, Mac?
Yeah, pistol's pretty good.
Yeah, I love pistols.
Love a good pistol round.
Do you think the pistols would look better with a Jets sticker on them?
Probably. You know, you can probably get some
Do they have,
stickers.
I wonder if there is a jet sticker in Counter-Strike.
I don't know if there's any players that have been called Jets that have been good, so you'd start there.
Flash into bracket. ViCi Gaming has a little bit more control there. Orman goes down toward Banana. Bomb at bottom of middle. Happens only got the one smoke to try to make something happen, but ViCi start wrapping in towards jungle. Do trade out slowly after taking a few. Oh, this B site's open actually. That's a pick from Kaze. They're going to get straight on their horses and gallop onto that B site, put the bomb down ASAP, try to put themselves in a good post plant.
Yeah.
Zoking's going to drop the smoke in CT spawn as well. It's all of TYLOO coming up Banana, and Zoking has an AK in hand. This is workable for him. Dodges the flash. Summer just runs him down.
Did he even stop?
Now
No.
it's Kaze in a 1-on-3. Can he make this happen? In Incendiary does fly in. It's landed right at his feet. That's bad news for Kaze. Burning alive. You'll get one, maybe not two. Great start onto Attacker, but 3 was always going to be too much once that molly was right on top of him. And so TYLOO will secure their 5th.
It's good damage from ViCi Gaming. At least keeping the CT economy in check. Yeah, we've had a couple of... I don't think it went to OT one of those times. It went 16-14. It's gone all 30 twice in a row, I think. And each team has taken a map each time on Inferno the last couple of times. So it's always a close game between ViCi and TYLOO on this map. Very, very cool. Might be one of these faster A-takes, but a push down mid from TYLOO.
It's working out so far. Sama. It's going to be a 2-for-1 trade in the end, and ViCi come out on top. From here, they're going to be sending it to apartments. Dan King wants to try and find another, though, here at Boiler. He's looking to heat things up as well. It's just a matter of time. And there's the first taken, falling away, and he wants some more as well. Down into mid.
Somebody's pushed down mid with an ult.
As you do. Dan King just ready and waiting. This is starting to slip away from ViCi.
Advent's worked the timing, though.
A clutch from Advent on the cards. He's set himself firmly between both of these players, makes a few footsteps toward jungle side and starts walking back to mid.
Oh, he's got plenty of time to work with, and he's spotted slowly. So that's going to be a free kill as well. Bomb plan will go down here. Somebody has to retake with the AWP.
Curious that Slowly's on top of the box there instead of just hiding backside.
In a 1vx situation.
Advent plays the off angle, but that's not going to work out for him at all.
Somebody with the hard read. Man's insane. And that'll be that. 2 kills for him and another round for TYLOO, looking to completely mirror the scoreline from Vertigo.
So disappointing.
What?
I just wanted to see Advent win a 1-on-3 clutch.
Chadmin? He's not even in the server.
I've waited so long, you know. I've seen Advent clutch a 1-on-1.
Yeah.
When's he going to clutch a 1vx?
I thought you were going to say you were disappointed because you didn't get an RPK sticker for your AK.
Well, I don't think I have an AK.
I think
You're
next
a big
map,
fan of tanks.
next map, maybe I go grab some copy paper and I just put all 10 players' names down and we just give them a sticker for each of Jordan's MVPs of the round.
Right.
What do you reckon?
See who gets the most MVPs.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Straight into apps as attacker. Just completely destroys Zo King before Jam Young trades it through. So great supportive utility. The flash went through as Summer's gone on the aggressive bink for bink, but the AK's better.
As usual, but the AWP's really putting in a lot of good work for TYLOO here. The double AWP setup just finding kills time and time again. Retake flash in towards Banana. Somebody's heard that, so he's going to turn tail back towards the B site. Needs to make sure he keeps that in check. He's got a flash out.
Pushes onto the line himself. ViCi. Standoffish for now. They've got plenty of util. They don't need to peek dry here.
I mean, ViCi's got to convert a round like this, don't they? They really needed to convert the last round when they had a 4-on-3. Now they've got a 3-on-3, a potential chance again. They just can't keep letting these slip. They cross CT without throwing a smoke bomb. There is one. Always go through. Somebody just hides in the smoke here. ViCi will be allowed to plant the bomb. So it's a 3-on-3 for the retake. Jam Young's on 10 HP though.
Playing a very dangerous game here. Orman and somebody straight in front of one another. He doesn't spot the second Origins. There's going to be the one bullet necessary. Advent now unable to do a thing. It's slowly to secure it. And TYLOO again with a successful retake.
It's just a totally different looking ViCi, isn't it?
Well, that's it. I wanted to discuss before the show as well. We've said it in the last couple of days, but the question of consistency, it doesn't come as a day-to-day question. It's literally a map-to-map question with a lot of these teams. And as you can see, again, it just turned on its head. That's it. Look, round to round here.
Kill to kill. Straight back into the double AWP. It's been working every time for TYLOO. Kaze's on the AWP as well, though, so he's looking to try to punish some of these picks sooner rather than later. utility exchange back and forth from both teams in towards Banana, which has been dominated by TYLOO, I might add. Seems to be the key to their success on this CT side.
Good goal, he missed Molly there on the half wall. It's not quite hitting the mark, as this is going to be another piece of missed utility. It's just bouncing everywhere. TYLOO, util not on point, but certainly the shots are. And Orman very close to his death. How's somebody get away with that? There is no way.
I don't know. I
There
mean,
is no way.
Kaze on Vertigo hits that every day of the week and then probably hits the guy behind him through the wall with a headshot and does it twice.
Yep. But now on Inferno, different place.
On Vertigo, he does a backflip and gets a triple collapse. On
Yeah.
Inferno, can't even hit a shot.
Oh, you did say you had one more present for Jordan in the next segment. It was that backflip you were going to show us.
Max, stop asking.
I am looking forward to that.
Yeah, his birthday surprise.
That puts a new meaning to the Rocket Man sticker.
I've already not been able to deliver on one present. I don't want to disappoint with yet another. I don't think Jordan can bear it.
Honestly, I don't even mind. It's the thought that counts, Pilski, so as long as you do the backflip, that's fine with me.
All right, well, we'll see if ViCi Gaming can get into this bomb site first, Jordan. We'll just put that off for a minute.
You gonna cry, Pilski?
Oh, they've just gone back towards A. They've done a bit of a backflip themselves.
They've got 10 seconds, Pilski. They've got 10 seconds to find two players, and Dan King is absolutely dumpstering everyone in his way. I think they've got it.
They do.
I think they've got it. They do.
Oh, 3 on 3. 3 on 3. Orman, he's found that pick on somebody who's just running up mid, but there's still a possible retake here.
No
Two
way.
riflers
No
coming
way.
in.
Not a chance.
Oh, and he's evened it out. But Jamyoung hits back. Attacker, what have you got for us, mate? I think he has an inkling that there is a player in apartments. That's going to be Orman. Staying silent through the graveyard. Spotted, though, and now Jamyoung has to try to peek on the contact. He goes for the wide swing, and it works again. The 4K Jamyoung doing it for ViCi as they take one.
One. But how many more? How many more do they need?
And usually I praise ViCi Gaming for their tactical prowess and their, sick gameplay and all that. That was very much a round that was swindled.
It's a good round, though, from Jamyoung. Gets a 4K in it.
Last 10 seconds.
Oh, he's doubled his kills as well, so there you go.
Look at TYLOO's money. Where's it gone?
Interesting, that.
They've been buying orbs.
Been a few close rounds, but I didn't think it was that close. Anyway, the double AWP
double
setup.
AWP T side.
Oh, my. Okay.
Let's see it.
Orman.
Orman versus somebody. AWP on AWP action.
Oh,
Yeah!
Yes.
Get him.
Strikes nicely.
that's the B site cracked open, but ViCi doesn't know it.
No, they're not going to accelerate off the back of that.
Did anyone notice if ViCi bought those orbs?
No, I think probably picked him up, right? Surely.
They had two alive. They had Orman and Jamyoung alive, so they could have saved them through.
Well, if we had default UI, we could check. Unfortunately, we do not. Oh, well, okay. I think it was an accident that they had it, because Orman's dropped that one away.
Yeah, but he's going to look for somebody's AWP, so he's just...
Well-
he's throwing it out of the map. I wonder if he wanted a rifle, but...
I'd suggest that he probably did.
Well, he got the one kill for the round, which has had the highest impact.
He's just secured the round there.
Don't
the
you love
only
it?
impact.
Look at
The one
Jamyoung,
kill
though.
win.
Look at him. He's dead.
Yeah, but where is he? I don't see him.
Who? Somebody.
What?
Who?
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 Ah, the classic joke.
Is there an owl in here?
What?
Who?
Did somebody hear that?
Look, I thought TYLOO was a little bit better with Ben 10 on the lineup.
Who?
I don't know about you guys.
Look, ViCi, they've doubled their rounds.
Oh, come on. That's toxic, Mac. I think they're going to be able to get quite a few.
Yeah, I think so too.
They're really grinding back in this game.
Celebrating early.
Mac just wanted any excuse to toot his own horn.
You know me well, Jordan.
Well, let's see if ViCi Gaming are tooting it all. They're still Holding on to the double AWPs. Somebody's going to go for a Mag 7, of all things. Not an MP9, but a Mag 7. 3-man play in towards Banana. No banana control here for TYLOO, at least for the time being, or for ViCi Gaming, rather. Just the AWP walking through carpets. Orman's going to walk all the way to the end of carpet and just try to pick that player on towards the jungle line. This reminds me of when you're on Mirage and you go into Palace and try to pick that window rotator in jungle. Same thing, you want to try and pick that Moto player. But it's up to Dan King to sort of try to change up his angle. You see he's shifting. Oh, Orman, he could get this critical kill again. Oh, he's missed it. It's a single scope from Dan King.
How's he even hit that? Thanking.
Oh, he hasn't had enough, Jordan.
Well, now he has to challenge Kaze, which might not be quite as easy of a prospect, but he still gets the better of that one as well. Danking on a rampage on Inferno. ViCi are letting this timer tick down quite a lot. 43 seconds.
The Mag 7, Jordan. Look at him.
Watch him get 2 here.
I want to see it, but I also don't.
Oh, well, you're gonna. No, well, okay.
Oh, that was
so bad.
rough. Slowly tucks himself into the back of sight. As of yet, remains unchecked. But surely ViCi has to check this
They
side.
probably think that somebody's solo.
Oh, no. Well, that, I think, is going to be that. Advent, if he doesn't win this duel, the round is over. Kaze won't get anything done.
Beautiful from Slowly. It was all an elaborate ruse from somebody. Full faith in his teammate. Somebody goes straight back into the double AWP. This is a completely different CT side for TYLOO on Inferno. They've really improved this. They've really adapted things. Prioritizing that banana control. You're seeing somebody back to his old form. Fantastic. And
So, coming up later after this one, we have Heroic taking on Vitality for the granny.
the granny.
Who do you think's going to take that?
Vitality.
I reckon
Vitality.
Heroic are looking nuts.
But it's the grand final for rookies, Mac.
And I don't like nuts.
Well, look, that's a personal preference, I guess, but whatever. Your birthday, so no one can like nuts today. Anyway.
Actually got you a hazelnut cake.
Oh, no.
Oh, God. It's dark chocolate and hazelnut. Oh, we should talk about the game. It's a 1-for-1. ViCi, they do have that banana control.
Just to make you feel a little bit better, Pilski, I actually don't dislike nuts that much.
You ruined his birthday so bad.
Nice from Orman. Denies that aggression, but are they ready for the second AWP to walk out onto the exact same angle? Oh, no, Danking goes back.
Danking's liable to get all 3 here. Just wait and watch. Bit of a one and done for him, though, but we'll see what happens. Kaze to shoulder. He'll go first. It's not a one and done. They're not quick enough on the trade. This is what I'm talking about. Danking, when he gets firing, is just unstoppable. And ViCi are finding that out the hard way.
Look at Jam Young. He's read him like a book.
Oh, and if you can find Attacker, this is the round almost. Oh, but that's going to be no control on the A site. Attacker can even deny the plan here. Orman, great trade.
Could definitely make this work. Picks up a smoke. Chuck that out onto Moto and get himself into a more comfy post plant. Oh, he's going to go forward. Like close to that smoke.
No way.
Did TYLOO throw high left side flash?
No! Orman! No!
Why? Why has he done that?
Interesting.
You've ruined Jordan's birthday. I hope you're happy with yourself.
This is a personal call out to Orman. Please report to the principal's office. It's detention time. Well, you got to give Danking a pat on the back for that, though. Couple of very good shots. Stop ViCi from getting into the B-bomb site. It seems like, you know, we've just flipped this series on its head. First, ViCi can do no wrong, and TYLOO just can't even manage to scrounge around together. And now, ViCi everything is going wrong.
I think we can give Orman a jet sticker because he's just launched himself through that smoke in the 1 or 2.
Do we want to give him Rocket Man or Whoosh?
Probably a bit of a whoosh.
Probably whoosh.
Whoosh.
Yeah, I reckon whoosh is most appropriate.
That was a bit of a whoosh play.
All right, ViCi. TYLOO's money is actually not that great, lads. There's still a window for ViCi Gaming here. They can crack that economy. They can actually try to get, 5 rounds on this T side. That wouldn't be that bad, considering how the half's been going. Never mind.
Whoa.
Forget everything I said. Why do I even bother? Danky's just too good. 15 and 3.
Taking the throne at mid there. It's a great early man advantage, ViCi. It's been very rough for them playing from a disadvantageous situation. And again, it looks like it's going to be another one. 2 men out apartments as attacker on the off angle. It's looking like too solid of a setup here. On the AE site, Dan King doing it perfectly. And look, it's just peeking on the contact. Orman now left in a 1v. Oh my God.
Well, he's trying to make amends for last round, but this is not going to be an easy one to win.
Comes in second mid. He's got to retrieve that. Somebody's on this little goblin line behind both of the boxes, but the shoulder peek from Orman. Somebody recalibrates. Does close it out. Pretty nice 3-piece from Orman there. ViCi Gaming, a couple players sitting around 3.5 grand. Does mean that they do have to go down to that Tech 9 armor force or Deagle armor. Try and make something work for themselves. At least Orman's kept that expensive.
Well, at what point does expensive really matter if TYLOO continues to win the rounds? 10 and 2 they're at now. 5, the best that ViCi can get on the T side of Inferno. I don't know about this one, fellas.
TYLOO just looks like a completely different team on Inferno today, and I'm loving it. They've really changed up and ironed out a lot of the issues that they were having.
Well, they look like a different team since Vertigo 2.
Yeah.
So
does ViCi, unfortunately.
let's see what happens in the second. ViCi, pretty strong on the defense.
I have faith. ViCi Gaming, a CT-sided team.
And look, this isn't done just yet. Always chances for upsets in these rounds, Asian CS at its finest.
Well, ViCi get very quickly into the B side after the smoke does land, but TYLOO, a 5-1-3 retake. It's going to have to take something special from ViCi, and more than likely it's going to have to come from Jam Young with that Deagle. Here comes TYLOO. They're down to 4, but they have tons of util to play with.
Jam Young with another. And now
Keeping
this
things
is dangerous as anything, but again, it's up to Kaze and Advent back with the 2-on-2 now. Somebody coming in, and that's going to be the quick mop-up and plenty of time to get that defuse off as TYLOO net themselves an 11th. But ViCi, make it costly.
Yeah, they're running out of time, though.
Of course.
Had that window open, but just never sort of fitted through it, unfortunately. ViCi Gaming going to take a tactical timeout. Consider how they can try and get themselves 4 rounds so they don't get completely blown out of this game like they just inflicted to TYLOO.
Yeah, Zoka's having a shocker.
Jordan's mood changes and gets worse with every round that ViCi lose. You could see on the first map he was getting so hyped, so happy that his prediction was looking really damn good, and then in map number 2 it's just straight back onto the floor.
He's got his work cut out for him, though. He's really handing out stickers to a lot of people.
Everyone's sending me DMs asking me for a sticker. So
If you guys want a sticker, at Elfish Guy on Twitter.
who am I to say no? I'm not literally sending the sticker, but I am taking a photo of it with your Twitter profile and sending that picture to you. So it's almost as good as receiving the sticker.
You're a very selfless individual.
That's more consistent than most forms of posts in this current global environment.
Absolutely.
At least it actually arrives to you. ViCi trying to get their 3rd here. Trying to scrape into this half, whatever they can, really. Going to contest banana control. Somebody he hasn't been missing. And again, a nice nade. Exactly, Mac. Going to try and follow it up with a few wall bangs.
He loves this as well, just trying to find Orman there on the logs. Little Beret going to be spotted, but it's continuing to fail to connect now. He's going to have to go for a reload shortly. And a few more to shoot, but he does fall all the way back to site slowly with a flash to slow them down. There's no more utility other than the flashes. Shot baited out.
There's bracket control for ViCi as well. How do they convert this round? 45 seconds. Only a handful of late nades left. Some of those on Zoking. He can actually throw the progression smoke to jungle and wrap CT. And you could have Kaze with that one set of utility make something happen. But ViCi, they're going to go back to A with 33 seconds and 2 players in towards pit.
Well, they did it with 10 before, and they're looking to do it in the last moments again. Let's see how the trades go. Jamyoung trying to encroach up through the halls, now waiting. And Summer's still up here as well, so it's going to be a very hard situation. Actually, he's down in the double pit, set up Dan King, just finding 2, pick him off, and not able to get the third. Zoking needs to wrap in, but there's 6 seconds to get to site and plant. Bombs on the ground now, double pit set up way too strong. There's no one there to plant the bomb, and Zoking now just needs to save. TYLOO, they net themselves at 12th with a perfect defense over on A.
A little bit different last time. ViCi Gaming, when they went with 10 seconds into the A site, they did have Jamyoung come through on the 4K, but no one securing the kills that they needed there. And TYLOO just continue this run of dominance. 2 very one-sided maps to start out the series. Another buy to close out this half of ViCi Gaming. Singular AWP against the double. These AWPs have been fantastic for TYLOO.
Nice window flash to get ViCi up. Banana. Kaze slots it onto Dan King as somebody gets some redemption.
1 for 1. Start things off for ViCi. The contest in toward carpets. Another carpet setup. Many rounds that TYLOO have utilized this. Jamyoung, he seems to wear it.
This is exactly the spot that attacker played in the pistol round. Doesn't miss the shot. Does miss the shot, rather. And Jamyoung
Look at Summer.
gets away with something a little bit cheeky, but Summer's doing much the same. Getting away with something cheeky.
Issue is, though, Rap's already come out here on the A site, and it's all up to attacker who doesn't have arch control. You've got somebody who wants to make his way through, but you've got that arch coming in on the flank, and there's the first onto Zoking. Attacker can't get too much done, but somebody, the man, is hitting everything except for Jamyoung through the box there. Bombs on the ground. And TYLOO, they've still got this man advantage.
Yeah. Punch it in the code is Advent. They're going to try and rely on this 2-man crossfire, but Summer coming in from apartments.
Needs to find a line. There's the first traded by Jamyoung, who needs to try to clutch it now. Somebody, though, still alive, and he's hitting everything 1v1, and he's just running with the CZ to clutch it. That's going to be the half, 13-2.
Well, it is indeed, Mac, and that's going to be a tough one for ViCi to come back from, but we'll see if they can manage when we come back in the second.
My sorrows make my head overflow. There's nothing much I can do, nowhere to go. And I'm sinking in darkness, been in here for so long. But nothing changes at all, the wave goes on. The trail of life walks passing me by. What's left to survive alone by you. been the only one that ever cared. And when I fell down, oh, you were there. And the sun is shining, been waiting for so long. I guess things change if the wave goes on. Now the trail of life suddenly is there. I'm drifting away from my fears. 'Cause you help me forget what I've seen. Finally get my mind clear. 'Cause you help me forget what I've seen. Finally.
A rough first map for TYLOO, but a big turnaround on the second as they pick up the first half. Astronomical odds for them, shifting back in their favour. And I dare say that is warranted, but that's a nice grenade.
Foreman just chucks it under their feet in pieces. The push down mid from the rest of ViCi Gaming, though, is going reasonably well. They get 2 picks and they get the hell out of there. But Kaze, he's got other ideas. Pushing around behind.
He has to also hold here over on the B side all on his own, and he can't do too much as somebody deals with him nicely. The other rotations coming in from CT here. Advent and Jam Young looking to make their way through. Kaze as well looking to make it a two-pronged attack. Dan King forced back into sight as it's gone to that 3v3 situation. Dan King goes down. Jam Young, he's looking sharp and wants to pick up another multi-frag here in the pistol, already finding 2. And it's going to be Attacker to hold. 1v1 now with Jam Young. This is not a man you want to be facing.
He's got to move quickly here, Jam Young. Time starting to tick away. Doesn't have a defuse kit. Attacker, close range. 5 bullets left. Glock, he's running away. He might win the round. How is he getting out of here? I don't believe it. Jam Young, he's bungled it. Usually, the consistent force for ViCi Gaming, and Attacker has just bamboozled him.
Never gets easier for ViCi Gaming, does it? 14-2 down. They're going to have to force buy. At least it'll be on Inferno. But they'll be doing it. Gives them a bit more of a higher percentage to make it happen. But end of the day, I think it's going to be quite easy for TYLOO to read what's happening.
Yeah, I thought ViCi were about to take the pistol and maybe work their way back into the game, but Attacker, what was that, 2 HP, manages to slide away. A huge missed opportunity there for Jam Young, but look, he can't be doing all of this on his own. 14-14. No one else has even cracked the double digits yet there on ViCi. And they've only got 2 rounds to work with before TYLOO take the map.
Well, it's much the same position that TYLOO was in on Vertigo, and they couldn't really get anything done. So if ViCi just capitulate here on Inferno, then it seems like we're all back to square one. And of course, then in that case, TYLOO will be up 2-1, and we'll have only 1 map required to finish this series off.
Force buy in from ViCi. Damas, UMP, pretty good util. 257s. In terms of a second round buy, that's about as good as you'd want it to be. Kaze's holding a bit of extra money over in case it goes south for them, but I'm not sure it's even worth it when you're down 14-2, to be honest.
Aggressive, slow approach coming out from TYLOO this round, making sure ViCi don't go on the aggressive, but look, that's not what they're known for.
Just dropping the utility at top mid. Anti-eco, anti-force kind of setup from TYLOO. Creeping up mid, creeping through second, keeping an eye on Banana, just keeping an ear out for some flash timing push, which never comes. Interesting that TYLOO hasn't taken this Banana control to be able to try to force out some smokes, which really indicates that they've got no interest in going B at all, really. It's going to be a site that will be the apple of their eye. They group up in towards second here. Fair amount of util, but somebody's just going to apply pressure with the rifle.
Orman waits a couple of seconds before dropping that smoke down. It's not the setup that ViCi would like to have at the moment if TYLOO are going to pressure brackets. Way over towards B, but Jam Young does a good solid job on Dan King and actually stays up on top of the balcony. TYLOO as of yet have not pushed Diggity.
See how the crossfire goes. There's only 2 defenders here, and no one else has started to go for the rotation. Jam Young can't hold control of Carps now, and it's all up to Orman on site just with a 5-7, and he's missed the mark. So 3v4 to ViCi. Bother going for this one?
No. They say they do not. But on the same token, are you prepared to give up 15 to TYLOO? I don't really think they have too many other options. I don't see them making this work, a 3-on-4 retake.
Yeah, they don't really have a choice.
It's looking like just the go next strategy.
Yeah.
Do it in the next.
Which I think is fair enough. Can't have them all.
Similar to what, I guess, Invictus did against ViCi yesterday. TYLOO just seemed to have their number today on Inferno. Somebody. Ooh, let's go down.
Extra $600 dues for Advent. Never goes too bad.
That's a kit.
Yeah. Getting a flash. Maybe you can drop someone an ump and buy a Famis. You know, a couple things that he could do with that.
Share the love. Jam Young doing some work with the Famis in the previous, and he's going to be gifted another.
He deserves it.
That one kid on Jam Young. Okay utility, all things considered. Orman even with the decoy there.
Yeah, pretty good, I would say. Lackluster weaponry, but it's Inferno. You can utilize a utility advantage to win the round. They're not really going to have a utility advantage. It's more of a finding the advantage with that utility, utilizing it in a superior way. Those mid-round pop flash plays, the correct timings, dropping the smokes and the Molotov on those choke points. Do TYLOO even care about utility? Do they not just run up and pop some heads off?
Looks like it might be the latter. Attacker doing just that. And he's got Advent. Now, that is not the most glorious of prizes for TYLOO, but it is one step on the way to victory here on Inferno.
Jam Young about to throw that flash in for
Just send
Zoking,
it.
but it needs to happen now. There's no other opportunities. There it is.
Oh.
And a couple of blind TYLOO players, but it's only a 1-for-1.
He's seen them all, though. The info is there for ViCi. They're starting to rotate across. Attacker dies to the molly, but it's still favourable trades for ViCi. Orman requires a 1-on-3, and he's just not going to get the chance. TYLOO, they bite back, and it's now 2-1, favouring the